Hey everybody, welcome to NJ County Garden Family. Today I want to finally show you our grape. This right here is a Thompson family's grape. There will be another video coming in the couple of weeks where we talk about the different terminology of the grape and what each term means. Okay, so be on the lookout for that video. I know, guys, I've been saying I was going to make a video, but I want to be sure that you get the right information. Okay, I don't want to say anything that is actually wrong when it comes to learning. I want to make sure you guys get the right detailed information. As you can see, this grape actually is not trellised properly at all, and it's not even pruned properly. Now, we have had this grape for about going on 2.5 years now. One thing that when we purchased this grape in a uh, tree sleeve. And just like our blueberries, we did the same thing. We purchased it in a winter month. This variety here was in a 4-gallon container, white bucket container. Then it went to a 5-gallon. And then a year later, we planted it in a grow bag. As you can see here, this is a 15-gallon grow bag. Can you see that? All right. Now, when you purchase your grape and you grow it in the ground, you want to make sure, or in containers, you want to make sure you have the right type of soil. The soil you want to have is like a loamy but well drained soil. And that soil, I can't remember the pH right now, but we will talk about it in the next segment on our grape. But the variety that I do have here, and that's great, is great for backyard home orchards, is the Flameless grape. Now, this variety here is known as the Flameless grape. However, it's the Thompson Flameless grape that I believe was cultivated. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't judge me on this one because I might get it wrong. But I believe it was cultivated in the 1970s or 80s. Okay, and this variety is actually is named by the developers. It's another guy who also named. I believe his name was Johnson. All right, and they were actually were here or was located in California. Okay, I'm over here stuttering. I'm sorry, y'all, but trying to hurry up and get this out here for you guys. Now, one thing about this grape here, guys, is that if you notice, this down below is the bark of the grape. All right. After that, it is the arms right here. Okay. Right here in this location where my finger is the bud. Okay. And each bud it shoots out a what we call a vine, which is another terminology. And then if you prune it correctly later on, there will be clusters. Okay, let's go up here and show you what a cluster look like. These are clusters. Okay, now let's break it down a little bit further. Though this might be considered a cluster of a grape, another terminology is called berry. See that? These are actually known as berries. So, for those who are very, very well versed in grapes, you should know that that is actually called berries. And if you did not know, I'm glad that you are learning today. Now, here is some more clusters. Okay, with this variety here, you can actually grow grapes early, from basically early. I would say probably I'm gonna guess on this one. I believe it's February, all the way until August. Okay, you will start seeing development in the winter months. Okay, depending on what grow zone you live in. All right, there's different varieties here in the Central Valley. We can grow about 23 different grapes. Okay, from table grapes into others. Those others, I'm just gonna use as like those wine grapes, the ones used for wine. But I'm gonna see others instead because they're actually table, and there's some that are table and okay. So, and a lot of people grow the muscadine and the Concord. There is another variety called Concord here that is called the East Concord, and that variety is not sweet. It's not really. It's considered an excellent choice to grow here, but I didn't get my hands on that, and so unfortunately, I don't have that variety. Now, for this one here, this is a great one to grow because it's excellent. with its growing and production, and also it's excellent because it has a sweet taste to this variety. This variety is very sweet and is ready to be actually harvested. It said July, but for us here in the Central Valley, I'm going to say mid-July and August, because sometimes though that the what because you have to think about is the weather. The weather can actually throw off its harvesting process. Okay, so as you can see, it looks pretty good. Before we go any further, I want to make sure you guys know that the what you want to look out for is basically the pest, and if one of the pests are spider mites, okay, it doesn't like spider mites, and you will see some holes in the leaves here, as you can see, that came from spider mites. Okay, I don't mess with the spiders back. I don't really spray back here anymore when it comes to that, because I know that these spiders are actually killing off the very bad bugs that we don't want, and so I don't really mess with, because they come out here at night, and next thing I know, in the morning when I come out here, there are webs all over the place, and I'm getting attacked by webs, so I don't really even touch it. Uh, but as you can see, guys, and it is still shooting out vines. All right. So just know that you want to focus on your soil before you do purchase your grape. Know the type of soil you have, and then also work on a trellis system. Okay, and from that you can actually have a successful garden of grapes. Now, one thing you do want to remember, that grapes love to eat. So feed it any type of fruit fertilizer of your choice. And then if you don't want to use fertilizer, a fruit fertilizer, you can use compost or earthworm castings, and you're good to go. And mulch, okay? If you don't want to use mulch on top for well drained for the nice moist soil, you don't have to. But for me, that's what we did last year, and we're going to do it again soon for the next growing season. Because as you can see, it all basically turned to soil already. So that's a great thing. And it needs to be watered. So when it comes to watering, depending on what growing zone you're in, you want to make sure you water very heavy, and that at least twice a week in the summer months, and that's it. No more, no less, because overwatering, what happens? It can cause root rot. Also, it can cause split when it comes to your grapes actually splitting, the berries splitting, because it's too much water. Okay, I want to say thank you all for watching. Thank you all for taking the time to listen, and also please, if you know someone that wants to learn how to grow grapes, whether it's in the ground or in containers, because everything I just told you is both actually considered for both. So please share, and remember to hit the notification bell so that you can get the next segment on how to grow grapes in containers and in the ground. Be sure to hit the notification button and that like button. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you all for watching.